Right, without further ado, let's jump right into the game. And today we are actually going to be playing along with the Neofly, as we have done so earlier as well. That is what we are going to be looking at. So, yep, we're looking sorted, we're looking set. I don't think there's anything more to discuss or get into. One thing that I guess you would like to know is that the mod that is Neofly, the link is available actually down in the description of the chat, so you can definitely go right ahead and get that thing installed. So let's jump into the game itself. As you can see, we've got ourselves this beautiful Beechcraft King Air. That is what we're going to be choosing. Now moving on to the liveries, we do have a lot of them, but I am going to have to keep it at default because this is the one that I've got enabled at our where is it at this application right here at Neofly. And in Neofly we actually have a couple of aircrafts. We've got the Beechcraft King Air, we've got the TBM, we've got the Bonanza, as well as actually this is the Cessna and not the Asobo. Never mind, I mean it's just a little bit of a hiccup that we experienced with this application Neofly, but nothing that is too damaging to your gameplay at all. In fact, it's not damaging to your gameplay whatsoever at all. With that, so we're going to move on along to the missions list. Now we can see that we are currently at BIKR. So if we go on here, go on ahead to search for BIKR, right? And as the stream title does say, of course, we are exploring the parts of Iceland, and that is where we are busy right now. So let's jump right in and have a look at this wonderful island that we've been exploring. So the entire journey started off yesterday, or in fact it was hinted on to day before yesterday, and yesterday finally we initiated the journey on Twitch. That is where I usually stream. On YouTube it's more of a weekend things and random videos from time to time that I do end up uploading when I get the time, right? So yeah, this is where the journey has led us down to. So this is where we're at, BIKR, Alexander, and this is where we are going to be starting off from. But now, what we got to choose is where we got to go off to, and that will be decided, of course, from the application itself. But before we do, let me just quickly get this sorted in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So this is again a very interesting thing, a very important feature is what I would say. That's for some odd reason it's always turned off, at least for me it is. So all you gotta do is get into the menu, press spacebar, and you'll have the open filter option, or you can press spacebar and then F. As soon as you do, scroll down all the way to navigation and turn these nav aids on, and that actually helps you out quite a lot, because look at that, we've got so much more information now. And looking at the information, dudes, look at that. I do believe I'm going to be going down to BIAR. That definitely looks like a proper international airport of some sorts. Look at that. Oh yes, that makes a lot of sense to try and get it done this way, and I'm liking that. But let's see, what else do we have? Okay, alright. So interestingly enough, even though this one takes us further out, did you notice the change? Look at this. See, this one is 21 minutes. This one is going to take 21 minutes flight time, whereas this one is only taking 16 minutes flight time, right? So you got to be careful about that as well, and that does factor in, and that itself is based on what the altitude ceiling is going to be, right? And for now, our ceiling is set at 5,000 feet. Perfect, and this is all looking pretty good. Our approach is going to be from Bezim for ILS 19. All right, perfect. Everything set, everything looking absolutely pristine. We're gonna get this set to all players so that we have multiplayer option open. If at all there are going to be people in the server, they will be visible to us. With that, everything set in stone. Let's get flying. Nice. And you can hear her in the background. Awesome. So basically what's going to happen now is they're going to start loading up our plane. Now, moving on about getting the plane set up, because they've gotten the cargo and everything loaded up, and they are pretty much done with their thing. All right, cool. So this is what we are looking at. A beautiful place. Oh, wow. That guy is a bit too small. Or is this plane? No, dude, this plane is not really that. Not entirely sure what's going on over there. But anywho, all right, so let's get busy. Let's get this thing started off. So let's move on and turn on our external power. Sweet. With that, we'll also get this initiated.
Takeoff runway 18 climb and maintain 5,000 feet. departure frequency is 125.5, squawk 0673.
Right, Squawk 0673 is something that our co-pilot is going to be setting up for us.
Take off runway 18 climb and maintain 5,000 feet.
We've got a decent amount of fuel actually. A little bit on the low side actually. Nevertheless. Let's get left engine initiated now.
Read that correct.
Oral warning.
Contact ground on 119.7. Good day.
You can see right here. The prop and the IDTs are coming alive, and there you go.
Reykjavik ground BLT
Perfect.
212 requesting pushback.
Whoa, dude. What the hell? My external battery seems to be dying on me. Okay. Jesus. Alright, you know what? Pushback needs to be stopped for now, dude. Oh yeah, by the way, so I should have actually added this into the description as well. We've got this wonderful pushback toolbar, which is amazing thing. It gives you so much control of how you want to be able to push back. Because again, I mean, right now we're in a GA aircraft, so we're all right. But imagine if you're in like a A320 or something. So you can actually choose the aircraft, and once it's all set up, you can then have a pre-planned pushback. This thing will load up. This will tell you where your aircraft is exactly on the on the on the ramp, exactly how it's set up, right? And then you can just move it along, put a marker over there. With your mouse wheel, you can change the direction, move it along, and you see how it's converting into an S curve. And I could have done it all the way like this and properly set it up, and this pushback toolbar kit would do all of that for us. It's just incredible. It is absolutely incredible the amount of control this thing ends up giving you. But anywho, never mind that, because right now it is our batteries are up. Our left generator actually I'll turn on as well. We do need some power. And Jesus, dude, I am not entirely sure what's happening with our external power. Maybe it was because of the fact that I am not requesting for external power from the airport itself. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try it. Maybe we'll try it in the next flight, because this happened yesterday as well, and that was pretty weird. And before that, it has never happened. But I will tell you one thing. The one thing that was changed yesterday was in Neofly, we actually did have failures turned on, and we had a lot of failures happening in this particular aircraft itself, the King Air. Now we've got it all perfectly repaired. Look at that. We've got it 100% right. Hull as well as the engine. It is absolutely pristine, almost like it just came out of the factory. But that failure that I've got turned on maybe had something to do with it, because there were quite a lot of failures that did end up taking place yesterday in this aircraft. Anyways, so let's get our right engine started, shall we? Comes alive. We just wait for it to normalize, and as it does, we'll actually turn on our right generator as well. Perfect. While that goes on, these go off. Auto engine ignitions. Perfect. We'll also turn on, of course, the anti-ice as well as the other. Oops, I completely forgot to turn on the beacon. Nevertheless, these people know that they need to stay away whenever there's an aircraft that is about to initiate takeoff. All right, looking perfect. We are looking absolutely perfect. All right, inner sep is on. Inertial separation, that is perfect. And then we move on into our avionics. Now, this is going to be important stuff, because after taking care of all the rest of the majig, this is the most crucial thing if you want to have a good, safe flight, pretty much, right? And so, let's start things off. TOS test is... I think it has already happened. He did not really say anything. Or maybe I missed it. With the chaos that was happening, maybe I missed it. There we go. There we go. See? That's important. That is really important to have that. Again, there's just a simulator, but once again, it is good to actually try and stick around with the procedures a little bit, of course. There are so many more procedures that we absolutely do end up skipping along the way, but nevertheless. Right, so we'll turn on our flight director going from left from the right. So we do have our altitude set, initial altitude. That's going to be 5,000. And so that's what we're going to be working towards. and I'm going to set this at 800 feet per minute. Perfect. Our nav we shall look on towards later. Heading bug I can initiate because to take off, in fact, right, we will get on the runway. Once we get on the runway, we'll reset the heading bug and then we'll be good to take off. Yaw dampener needs to be turned on. Flight director has already been turned on, looking pretty good, looking pretty neat. Don't think I need to worry about much over here on our avionics. Yep, our avionics are looking pretty much set up. Taxi lights can be turned on. And with this, come on, starter. What? Dude, this pixel hunt is just idiotic. Come on. Right, there we go. Alright, so if we now zoom in over here, we've got the pitot heat, which is not turned on, the left and the right, that's the warning. And the inertial separators are on. That's what the plane is telling us, and that is absolutely fine. That is normal. That is absolutely normal, alright? So this is all looking set as well, and we shall now initiate the pushback, shall we? So let's get this thing initiated, and manual pushback is what I'm going to have this guy do. Sweet. Awesome. And we'll actually enable this screen as well, as we are going to get busy taking off in just a few minutes. Now with this pushback, there is a small little bug. A small little bug. And that small little bug is... Wait, seriously? Is it fixed? Dude, I think it's fixed. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's fixed. Oh, perfect. So normally he would come all the way till here and like collide through the aircraft itself. In fact, go through the aircraft itself and then would somehow reset. And I think it's been fixed. Hey, that's nice. Oh, that is lovely. And also, if we were just talking about it, right? How is that ground service so small?
The end of pushback.
What?
BLT-212 request to end pushback received.
Right, so I actually used my HOTAS to turn on the park and brake, but you could definitely do it from here as well.
And hold short of runway 18 by a taxiway. Contact tower on 119.7 when ready. Taxiing hold short runway 18 using taxiway BLT-212.
Perfect. Now that all done, I am going to release my park and brake through here, as you saw that happen over there. And also, we'll turn... Right. We'll get the flap set for takeoff. Alright. And slowly start moving. So where are we going now? Let's slowly start turning abouts. And here we go. So again, it is a pretty small airport that we are at, of course. Perfect. So I do have pedals set up for my rudders, and that's what I'm using.
BLT-212 altimeter,
Push heading.
29.9er,
Straight off.
175 at 10. Cleared for takeoff runway 18.
Cleared for takeoff runway 18 BLT-212.
You know, this is not correct. Technically, we should not really be flying out from here. I mean, we've got a 11 knot wind coming in from 36. It's kind of tailwind. No, wait, what is happening? 11 knot, and then it says 0. Okay, you know what? If you know what that means, then let me know as well in the comments. But this is what we've got, and so we shall take it. Alright, heading bug is selected. Our vertical speed has been set. Everything looking pretty good. Let's get moving. Again, like I said, I do have my rudder pedal set up, and that is what I'm going to be using to keep us in line. And one thing that I believe we should have turned on earlier is definitely our landing lights. Idiot. Alright, P1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Perfect. Nice. That is brilliant. And we shall start turning towards our destination, which is of course towards the east. So we'll slowly make our way towards there. And maybe even get this VS in control. As you can see, this is just too crazy. So let's turn on our
BLT-212 is at 1,200 feet, climbing 5,000 feet.
nav, which is going to be of course the GPS. I'm going to turn on my flak mode. That's flight level change. and we'll get rid of our flaps as well.
Climb
Perfect.
and maintain 6,000 feet VLT 212.
Awesome, and we've already been told that our ceiling is going to be changing today to 6,000. Awesome. Now running through, we've crossed 1,000 feet. I'm going to get rid of my landing and taxi lights. I mean, taxi I should have done earlier itself, but anywho, right, so the ice things are on, which is very, very important because I've got all of those settings turned all the way to the max, so we can definitely have the pilot if he does not have air and if he does not have anti-ice for his aircraft. Yeah, he's gonna freeze to death. I mean, before he freezes to death, I mean, the dude, the character in the game, he is probably going to not have enough oxygen itself. Such dark conversations that we're having right now. But boy, that is the truth. Whoa. Are we going to be able to cross that at 6,000?
Please expedite your climb 6,000 feet.
Exactly, right? Yeah, let's do that. Right, so because I was in flight level change mode, I had to then set this as well, and that is what I completely forgot. But nevertheless, we're looking pretty good. We are on point, and we are... Now, the volume is going to go a little loud. Yeesh. As you can see. BIKR. That's where we just took off from. And now, we are on our way to one of the most pristine approaches in Iceland. And it is going to be beautiful. It is definitely going to be breathtaking. Also, let's actually get rid of... Oops, what did I do? Oopsie, not what I wanted to do. Damn it, damn it, damn it. My bad. Got confused with the button. Not even confused, it's just the wrong button. I pressed one, I had to press the other one. Anyways, whatever. We're fixed. Everything is fine and dandy. Thankfully, the thing did not go too crazy, and that's all that matters. My scene... Wow, this is breathtaking view coming in right here. Crossing 4,500 feet. Let's actually get my heading bug reset as well. And the altimeter reset as well. So to get the altimeter reset, all you gotta press is B for Bravo. And it does that for you. Also, I do think we shall turn these on as well a little bit, right? Let's get the light for our cabin in the back. Nice. And we shall zoom out. Now another thing that I like to do actually is just give the aircraft a little bit of breathing room, a breathing space, right? We're crossing 5,000 altitude right now. So you want the aircraft to just be able to calm down a little. You don't want it to be throttling all the way 100% through and through. I mean, it's alright. Let's ease down, shall we? Come on, 6,000 is almost there. We're crossing 5,700 right now. Oh god, what happened? Okay, that was scary. Right, so that's just what just happened right there is basically the sim updating its METAR data. That's what ends up happening. The sim does take a little while at times to get its metadata set up, and that's exactly what that was. Nothing to worry about. It is all fine. It is all chill. Awesome. And I think one more thing that I would like to do is just recheck our altitude status with our approach, actually. Would be the word, nevertheless. So now, as I was just saying, this thing.
BLT 212 climb and maintain 7,000 feet.
Yep, there we go. Alright.
Climb and maintain 7,000 feet VLT 212.
We'll set it up for 500 feet per minute, which is perfect, but I would love to... Oops. Oh, come on. Yes, there we are. Right, so now we are about one nautical mile away, basically, let's say, from this upcoming waypoint, and now this is going to take us in for our approach. But for that approach to work out, I just want to quickly check. Right, so BIKR is where we started from, right? Alexander, if you remember. And then from there, we went down towards BEZIM, right? At 5,000 feet we were supposed to be, but we were asked to increase our altitude to 6,000 and now to 7,000, right? That is done. And after this, is BIAR. But of course, before BIAR, if you remember, in our flight plan, we did set up an approach for the ILS, and that is what we are working towards now. That is what the plane is working towards now, and therefore, it is taking us to the transition, which is set for Norfi at 6,000 feet. And so therefore, we've been raised up to 6,000, and slowly but surely, we're going to ease into this valley and in this fjord, and then come in for our landing right here at runway 19. And yep, it's at 57 feet. Right? Main menu, procedures, so it's already been set up. The procedure is all looking perfect. We've got runway 19, ILS 19 in fact, that is going to be working for us. Sweet. Alright, just gotta keep an eye out for that, basically.
4 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots. Expect ILS runway 19er approach via Norfi transition. Cleared to Norfi.
Alright, let's start slowing down because now we gotta change the altitude.
And maintain 6,000
And
feet.
we also
Keep
have
speed not
to
above
take care of
230
course, the
knots. Expect
upcoming
ILS
approach.
runway 19er
So that approach is going to be
via
ILS 19, which we already did
212.
set up, but per minute is going to be perfect to take us down. And gotta be careful about our speed. We're looking okay for now, 170, 180 knots. ILS runway 19 via Norfi transition has been cleared for us. Brilliant. Oh, hello, Justin. Justice. I hope that's how you pronounce your name, Justice. Certainly hope you're doing great and having a wonderful weekend, mate. Welcome to the stream as we are getting prepped right here to land at...
LT212, please expedite your descent 6,000 feet.
Okay, you really want me to take it down to 6,000. How far away are we still? From Norfi, we're still like 2.5 nautical miles out. I mean, dude, 800 feet, 600 feet per minute should have been easy. Because we're only dropping down to 1,000 feet. But again, you want to be absolutely on the level because you gotta be careful of the glide slope as well.
LT212, descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
You look at that, we've got the ALS coming up. Because the plane also knows
4,000 feet BLT 212.
that the next thing that we're going to be working towards is the ILS that has been set right here. So let's go down to 4,000 now. So, Justice, dude, do you fly as well, mate? Right, we'll get this set up as well, down to 800 feet per minute. Now, if we move on down to activate this approach and have a look at this, right, so this is where we are at. Let's zoom in a little bit. Whoa, ILS-1, what is wrong with you? Transition is Norfi for us, yeah. You do want to double check all of this. Oh, Atom, dude, welcome. Well, how many channels do you have? How many names do you have, mate? Incredible. Welcome to the stream. Certainly hope you're having a wonderful weekend as I explore some YouTube, well, for now, of course, that is streaming, but I do want to be exploring a little bit more on the YouTube front because of what has been happening recently. I'm a little doubtful with Twitch.
Descend and maintain 3,600 feet. Keep speed not above 220 knots.
Keep speed not above 220. All right, 220 knots. Perfect.
Keep speed not above 220 knots BLT 212.
Let's take it down to 3,600. And what is exactly our next step? So we are working towards AR, and then we've got REFUN, Refun, Sago, and then runway 19. Nice. Oh, please work. I hope it works this time around. Dang it, I should have actually written down, I should have written down the frequencies, but I do believe the aircraft has already keyed in the frequencies for me. So, if I open this guy, hold on, let's actually go up here. You can barely see, I mean, that metadata update has screwed things up big time. You've got 2 channels, alright, no worries at all. That is, again, I mean, people have so many individual channels, it's absolutely fine. Did not mean it in a negative sense, mate, at all, of course. Now, we do have some some wins to worry about.
North of Akurirai. Contact Akurirai Tower on 118.2 when inbound on the approach.
But it's the visibility that I'm really worried about. So that's the airport right there, you can see.
3 miles north inbound ILS runway 19er approach.
BLT-212
There we go. The localizer has been caught up.
Altimeter tree, 0.000
And the plane is slowly catching up. Look at that.
Cleared ILS. Runway
We're a little high
approach.
as the green dot is up. But slowly it'll come down.
ILS
And
runway
as it
19er,
does,
approach BLT 212.
we're gonna ease into this approach. Absolutely pristine. So how's your weekend turning out to be, mate? Got any plans for the eve, for the day? Or just chilling at home? There we go, glide slope slowly easing in, and this is lovely jubbly. Brilliant. And let's move it into approach. Oh god, I hope I did the right thing. Did I? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because it should definitely have started going down. You know what? Get rid of that speed because we are
BLT-212
coming in hot.
052 at tree. Cleared to land runway 19er.
Perfect. We'll get our landing lights turned on
Runway 19er BLT 212.
and get ourselves prepped for this landing. I mean, we don't really have to do much actually at the moment, but thankfully we are looking a-okay as we come in. What? We're like 3 kilometers from the runway right now. And finally, we are in control of our speed. The aircraft has reached a decent altitude and attitude to be able to take this landing all by itself. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to trust the process and pray that this works. I mean, that's what ILS is supposed to be, right? It's supposed to land the aircraft all by itself. The pilot is there, but the pilot is supposed to be the backup. But right now, that's not definitely working out because we are going way off to the left. And I'm not entirely sure why that was. So I'm going to quickly jump in. And get us... Oh, God. Dude. Yeah. There we are. There we are. Much easy. Much easy. Oh, wow. The runway is barely visible, actually. Right. Get rid of that. And slowly ease in. Oh, butter, dude, butter. Now that is butter. Nice. I better get like 5 stars for that one. That was incredible. I've outdone myself. Nice. All right. Let's start slowing down as we do have to get off the runway right here.
BLT-212 exit runway when able.
And let's start clearing off the aircraft as well. Nice.
BLT-212 contact ground on 118.2.
Alright, taxi lights on.
118.2
Landing
BLT
lights
212.
off. Strobe comes off. Where are they taking me? Alright, I guess right here. Perfect. And that brings us to an end of this flight.
Someone is coming to take the cargo.
With that, we shall get rid of our engines right there. And have these guys clear up our aircraft right here. One of the biggest ones that I've actually landed on when it comes to Iceland experience. And yeah, I'm happy to have shared this on YouTube. Look.